kind of pirate activities can players do that aren't involved in the normal Assassin's Creed gameplay?
So for sure, a lot of the piracy element is brand new. So for example, boarding, the concept of seeing a ship, using the spyglass, attacking that ship in the naval, using all the different weapons, and depending how you upgraded them, depending on your style of naval combat, it could give you a different experience. So I just really quickly iterated on a really massive system. But then you have all this, and then when a ship is incapacitated, all of a sudden you're boarding that ship. And you have all the mechanics that are associated to boarding a ship, whether it's climbing up the mast, or using the swivel gun, or jumping in the water and swimming up from the other side. All of this is pretty much brand new. For sure, using Edward as an assassin to run and fight, that's going to be comfortable, but the context you're in is drastically different. And that's the most basic element. Raiding a fort. This is something that's brand new. It's not really in the Assassin's Creed games. Going to a plantation, the gameplay of a plantation is really unique to plantations. Underwater is brand new. So underwater, we couldn't make a pirate game without having an underwater elements, because the golden age of piracy actually started because of the underwater. What actually happened was there was a Spanish fleet of galleons carrying tons and tons of gold. There was a massive hurricane. All that gold got spilt onto the bottom of the ocean near Florida. This is a real thing. And so all these very poor sailors heard about this. They started going to this area and using diving bells, going deep underwater, collecting this gold. And this is where the golden age of piracy started. It was because of this event. We couldn't do a pirate game without having this event, so we needed the underwater. So the underwater is a brand new location for players. There's a lot of really cool new stuff in this game. I would say the biggest thing that I'm most proud of is the world itself. It's the biggest world we've built. It's the most unique world we've ever built. It's a naval sandbox. I think it's going to be the most unique experience people have felt in an open world game. I'm looking forward to people playing in it, to get excited about it, to get lost in it. This is something that we want people to just spend hours navigating the world, checking out all the diversity, playing with the different enemy ships, upgrading the Jackdaw and all of this. There's really a lot of new stuff for players to enjoy.
The ships, particularly the Jackdaw, are a really big part of the game. What are some ways you can interact with them?
So the ships, the way you interact with the ships, the Jackdaw is your ship. It's what you use to go on this journey with Edward. And so you have to take care of it, you have to upgrade it, you have to take care of its crew. So there's a lot of effort, a lot of systems that go into the crew upgrading the Jackdaw, all the different weapons, the naval combat. That's one part. When you play through the story, you do get to drive other ships. So we built many archetypes of ships, and we have these massive man of wars. We're not going to tease the player by showing you a man of war that fights you and kicks your ass and then not let you ever drive it. So for sure, in the main path of the story, you're exposed to the other ships, and you get to play them and feel them and use their weapons and stuff. So that's a lot of fun. Besides this, there's the whole boarding system. Pretty much every ship you see, you can board, and you can take it, and you can add it to your fleet. And the fleet is something that you send ships onto plundering missions outside of the Caribbean. So that's another form of interaction. Besides that, you can at any point, if you want, let go of the wheel and do what we call a solo boarding, which is effectively you can be on land or you can be in water, whatever it is, and if there's a ship nearby, nothing stops you from swimming up to it and climbing up on that ship and starting to attack the crew and to kind of take over the ship, but as Edward the assassin, not as Edward Kenway the pirate captain with his own ship. So there's actually many ways of interacting with ships. It's a real systemic feature that we have, and we hope people get to explore it and play with it and have fun with it and really come up with really cool scenarios that we didn't think of ourselves.